that brings up another question, the role of banks.
Right.
And you were fortunate to get some support from your family, and some financing was coming from your self-generated
Right.
funds. But, and also you were very fortunate that your business took off and you were just growing so fast that possibly there was no need in this external support. But many other businesses in our area, they need this constant infusion of credit. So what do you feel, what is the situation right now with small business financing coming from the banks?
I'm glad you asked that question. As of late, it's been something that friends and family and staff say I don't shut up about. About 80% of our franchisees are SBA financed, or had been SBA financed. I think it's a wonderful program. 10, 12 years ago, I went out and got a 7A, an SBA loan, to buy back one of my stores just to see the process, because I was working on the acquisition side with our franchisees and helping them create their business plan so they could get SBA financing, but I had never done one on my own. So I went forward, I got an SBA loan and went through the process and learned a lot. So I'm not a neophyte when it comes to SBA financing, but what has happened is it is almost stopped for almost any category other than fast casual or quick serve restaurants, because they're usually buying the ground. And lenders in this marketplace and across the country, that's the only thing we see that they're financing. It is unbelievable when I, as a franchisor, attend various franchise events, and that's the number one thing all franchisors are talking about, is the lack of liquidity unless you happen to be in those categories. They are not writing, and it all has to do with what we believe has to do with the regs that have been imposed, the stress tests that the banks are undergoing, that it's much safer for them to keep that money in-house than to put it on the street. Though most of them have got balance sheets that certainly allow them to put it on the street, they don't want to take a risk of being caught short, failing a stress test, and being taken over by the government. So the result is there is very, very little money in the marketplace for any kind of business.